Every doggone time. Every doggone time. What was I even saying? How many minutes are we into the program now? A minute. A full minute. 60 full seconds of no audio. That's the way to start a stream here on YouTube. This is how professionals do it. What was I saying? I was saying good morning, one and all, to the Monday stream. Douglas Delegard paid me money to say, turn your sound on. Thank you, Douglas. You're really looking out for me. I appreciate it. Welcome to Monday morning stream. It is still Monday morning. Josh Bunton is also saying that I'm muted. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. I really do. You guys are always looking out for me. What was I saying? Oh, it's still morning. It's 11:30 in the morning. I'm about an hour and a half late to starting my broadcast. I let everyone know on Twitter that I was going to be delayed, so thank you all very much for your patience and still coming to the program today. I had to delay the program for a number of reasons. I was up late last night, recording footage, doing my dailies in Fallout 76, taking advantage of Fashion Day, so on and so forth. And also, the events of the weekend have just been heartbreaking. It's been horrible to watch. I mean, we didn't get any rest Sunday just watching what's been going on. And then, of course, this morning my kids had all sorts of questions and the family wanted to talk about it. So, you know, they're quite distressing to see. No matter where you stand, it's not something we want to have going on. I think, and I'll briefly talk about it at the beginning of the program, so that we don't get distracted by it later on while we're trying to enjoy the story of the game. But I think that there are so many divisions, so many things that divide us and, you know, lead to anger and distrust of people who, you know, look differently and believe differently and, you know, play games the wrong way and so on and so forth. And I'm so tired of those divisions, and it just seems like everywhere I turn, no matter what social media network I'm going on to get news, or no matter which news outlet I'm going on to get news, I feel like everything is written and constructed not from the perspective of giving us the true story, but from a perspective of riling up a certain faction to be angry at another faction. And I'm just so frustrated and tired by these constant divisions and the egging on. Whether it's from a political figure egging people on, or from a news outlet egging people on, or, you know, people on one social platform demonizing people who believe a different way on another social platform. I'm so tired of it. And this is one of the beautiful things about games and our gaming community. It's that we can all come together about something that we're interested in, something that we're passionate about, something that makes us happy and inspires creativity. These stories in games. Some of my fondest memories have been going to conventions like BlizzCon and DragonCon and Comic-Con, and seeing people who are all different, seeing all sorts of different people who look different and believe different and act different, just in the same spot, happy and joking and laughing and just engaging in positivity, because we're all there for the same reason. We love these stories, this hobby, this pastime. We love celebrating the creativity of these brilliant storytellers who sit down and put these games together for us. And we're also creative ourselves in telling our own stories and sharing those stories with other people. And it knits us together. And I love things in society that knit us together, things that just remind us we're all human and we're all trying to exist on this spinning planet at the same time. We all crawled from the same primordial muck trying to figure out what's going on, and we're here together, and we can live together, and we can enjoy these games and stories together and celebrate life and celebrate creativity and celebrate art. That's the wonderful thing about art, and that's one of the reasons I think that gaming and storytelling is an art form, because it inspires creativity and brings us together. So on that note, I'm just so glad you're all here with me today. And now we're going to explore the creativity of the people who put together a game about a plague destroying London and the social unrest that came from that. So divorced from current reality. So I'm glad we're stepping into fantasy. I'm glad we're stepping out to suspend our disbelief for a bit. I didn't even plan this, as I said on Twitter. All right, good to see so many people in the chat today. Sinistral Tiger says, love you, Ox, even when you're muted. Thank you, and I appreciate it. Jessica Sharp says, hope you're safe with all the riots in Seattle. I am being very safe. We stayed home. We stayed home over the weekend, and we got work done here at the house, and we watched in horror, just like everyone else, seeing our own city, seeing this happening to our own city. Douglas Delegard says, love you, dude. Hello, Ox, and all in chat. Thank you, Douglas. Brett Bust says, it's a mainstay of the program now. What, the 60 seconds of being muted at the beginning? It's what happens. That's what happens. Rail Withers, new member. Welcome, new member. Rail Withers, you're in the right spot. Roger Malone, new member. You're also in the right spot, my friend. So glad to have you on the program. Robert Kirkpatrick says, preach the unifying power of games, brother Oxhorn. I will do my best in these dark times to just continue to advocate for games as the cure to all of society's problems. Cape Mears says, I don't know how familiar you are with the series or if you like the type of game, but for your next gameplay, I recommend Far Cry 5. Thanks. I believe I have Far Cry 5. I think it's one of the games I purchased when I was trying to figure out what the next game was that I wanted to explore. And I've heard great things, so maybe I'll tackle that. Josh Bunton says, Ox, very well said, my good sir. Thank you, Josh. I'm humbled and flattered. Svenska, du pratar lite. Jag pratar lite svenska, men mitt svenska är inte bra. Says, nice to see you, Oxhorn. Hope you're safe, friend. I hope you're safe as well, my friend. Thank you so much for coming to the program. Wolf Dragon Tamer says, cheers to you and your power of positivity in these times. Well, Wolf, I'm going to do my best. But you know what? What keeps me sane and keeps me positive is seeing each and every one of you come into this program every time I go live and watching my videos every time I publish them. And it's just contributing to the really cool community that we've all built together here on YouTube, here on Twitter, and on my Discord channel. Everyone who participates in those communities are just cool people. They just love each other, and they love the games, and that's what it's about. Ryder says, good to chill with you, Ox. Need to be away from the negative and relax. Also, everyone stay safe wherever you are. True thoughts. I concur. Kev S says, hey, Ox, always good to be here. Thank you, Kev S. All right. Are you ready to sink your teeth, no pun intended, into Vampyr? All right. Surath says, wait, Ox speaks Russian? No, that was Swedish. I took 2 years of Swedish when I was in college, while I was studying to become a Scandinavian studies major. And then I realized you can't make money in Scandinavian studies. So then I switched to become a history major, graduated, and after getting my degree realized, oh yeah, you also can't make money as a history major either. But yeah, I studied Swedish for 2 years, and I don't remember much. What I said is, so his name is Svenska. Svenska is Swedish for Swedish. And so I'm like, oh, he's from Sweden? I also speak Swedish, but my Swedish is not so good. Jag pratar lite svenska. I speak a little Swedish, men min svenska är inte bra, but my Swedish is not so good. As anyone who speaks Swedish probably was able to tell by listening to me talk, I probably butchered that very sentence. Lane Berry says, thank you for keeping me sane with your positive content and separation from this world on fire. You're welcome. You guys are helping me out too by being here every day. No pun intended, says Jay Hill. I don't believe you. Well, believe me or not, look at this. Holy cow. So I ran out of cigars and I didn't time. Usually what I'll do is I take a look at my humidor as the cigars are dwindling and I'll buy a new box of cigars before it gets low. But I was in the middle of shooting footage for my latest video in the Valley Galleria, and I reached over to get another cigar, and the box was empty. So I was forced to go out of the house Saturday, and I had my mask on, I had my gloves on, And I did the very essential thing. I had to take care of an essential service. I masked up and gloved up to go to a cigar shop and get some new cigars. So I've got a new box of cigars on the way here, but these are the ones I got at the shop. And he had a selection of, the guy was really nice, and this is like a huge, like an 80 gauge cigar. And I got a couple of them, just to try them out. I typically go through, what, 1 or 2 cigars during the program? So I'm gonna see if I can maybe get this one to last the whole program. It's like, I mean, I really don't want to set the world on fire with this. I'm hoping I don't drop it, because this, holy cow, that's insane. Thank you. Douglas Delegard says, thank you very much for playing this game. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Douglas Delegard. And then CB Duran Lopez says, well said, Ox. It really breaks my heart. My friend just got some work again, but his store was attacked last night. Nothing stolen, just destruction. Stay safe out there, please. We will do our very best. My sympathies to your friend, and I hope that he's able to pull through and get his business back up and running after this is all over. All right, here we go. Oh, don't do this to me, lighter. Oh, come on, lighter. I need a good lighter for this cigar. Every time, just it's the trigger mechanism, the trigger that strikes the flint. It's like the spring is. Oh my God, it's a waffle. It is work to light this. Oh, God. Wow. That was an effort. Brett Buzz says, that cigar is thick. Yeah, that's a thick cigar. Oh, man, I don't know if I like it. I mean, I'm going to enjoy it, but it like hurts my jaw. Ugh. Saya Hatla says, your Swedish is better than mine, and I live right on the border between Finland and Sweden. Haha, I give up. Well, thanks. I leave it to the instructors. I credit the instructors at the University of Washington who taught me my Swedish. And if I do a bad job, it's not their fault, it's mine. Now that is a stogie, says Alt Grendel. Yeah. It's so big I couldn't cut it properly. My cigar cutter was too small for this. Look, there's just this tiny little V-cut in the back there where I'm trying to pull all of the smoke through because the cigar cutter was too small for the cigar. All right. I believe it's well and properly lit. Now to finish off this cup of coffee. And to continue with this cup of coffee. All right, I'm ready. Jay-Z says, Ox, so good to see you, especially now. Have you seen the data mines of Fallout 76 about the Brotherhood revolving around Atlas Observatory? You're kidding me. Really? Why do they... Sorry. They always do this. They always make a big release after I do a video on it. When I saw that, I laughed a little just as I made it... just a little as I just made a video about it. They did this with Tanagra Town, too. I'm sure it's not on purpose, but I did a video all about Tanagra Town, wondering exactly what was behind this locked door, why the key wasn't in the world. And like the weekend after I published that video, they did a big update where they, of course, opened the door to the locked door at Tanagra Town, and all of the questions were answered. So I just finished a video on the Atlas Observatory, and now the Brotherhood is going to have a presence there? Great. Oh, why? Me? I should have just waited. But how am I supposed to know? Like, I have to make content. Mr. X, the player, says, remember, light it with a wooden match next time to preserve the flavor. Wooden matches are wonderful, but when you use a butane lighter, it burns clean as opposed to a Bic lighter, which burns on actual liquid fuel. Therefore, this imparts flavor, a bad flavor, into a cigar, and this one does not. Have you ever burned your mic with your cigars? Asks Douglas Delegard. Yeah, you could probably even see my wind guard has big holes in it, where the fire from my cigar has burned a hole in the wind guard. Josh Bunton says that cigar looks like something you should be smoking when you're playing a mobster. Man, if they ever come out with LA Noir 2 or something like that. Oh, God. That's my mobster look. No Name says that's a man cigar right there. Well, thank you. All right, let's get to the game. There we go. Let's continue. The eye was in the tomb? I don't remember that. Now, where exactly were we? I don't remember where we left off. I know we needed to get a migraine cure. Pembroke Hospital. Okay. Reach the Stonebridge Cemetery. Now, I know I could sleep right now, but I'm afraid that if I do, it might hurt the town, because every time I sleep, a night passes, and I haven't finished curing everybody in town. So Pembroke is healthy, but Whitechapel is still in serious condition, and we have 2 sick people still. Benjamin Palmer, who has a migraine, which I don't have a cure for. This guy, Cadigan Bates, who has a cold. I believe I do have treatment for a cold, but I can't find Cadigan Bates. And who's this last guy? Unknown. I wonder if she's sick. Josh Bunton says, Ox, you could always play the Mafia games if they're on PC. Pardon me. Yes, I've heard good things about the Mafia games, and I'm thinking of tackling them later this year. Gonna get a sore jaw smoking that, says Douglas. I know, it's gonna catch up on me. 4 hours of this. Holy cow. Mr. President says, you'll get mouth lock with that thing. I hope not. I hope not. Okay, so I haven't discovered anyone in here in the West End, but it's stable. The only one in serious condition is Whitechapel. The docks are also stable. I've only met a few people here. Do I have a treatment for cold? Yes. So I need to find Cadigan Bates. Oh, my God. If I do that, I'm going to have to... Oh, that's right. There's an event. An unknown event happened in Whitechapel. And then that... Oh, that's right. My sister's funeral. Shoot. All right. Let's go to the funeral. I bet you we'll be going back here to Whitechapel soon. Now, can I upgrade my weapons? Let's take a look at my weaponry and see what exactly we can upgrade. I still kind of want to wait to level up my character, though, because I don't want a night pass. Josh Bunton says, Tony J says, migraine cure. How about migraine alcohol? Oh, whoo. Everyone loves grain alcohol. Well, not everyone, I suppose, but... All right. Now, which one of these? Now, weapons. One hand, I've still got my Dragon Bane. It's level 2. The rest are all level 1. No, that's level 2 as well. Decreases stamina consumption by 10, only 58 damage. That's 90 damage. Absorbs 2.5 blood points when the weapon hits. Douglas Delegard says you might want to do baits first. Oh, really? Okay. I guess we're going back to Whitechapel. Jay-Z says, Ox, I knew you would react this way as soon as I saw the info on Atlas and Brotherhood of Steel. It's going to play big role, apparently. Looking forward to your revisit. Oh, no. I can't believe it. The timing. I should probably talk with Bethesda before I publish a video every single time. The two-handed weapons, I haven't been using them. The off-handed weapons. So I've got a Liston knife, and I can use my offhand to absorb blood. This stuns. Decreased stamina consumption by 10. Three blood absorption. Should I try this? Doesn't do a lot of damage. I've been disappointed by the firearms in the game. All right, let's upgrade Dragon Bane first. Okay, enhanced handling, decreased stamina consumption by 10, or increased blood absorption. Absorbs blood points when the weapon hits. I think I want more blood because I find myself often out of blood points. And that's what I did last time too, huh? Well, I mean, I got both of those here. Looks like I don't even have the blood absorption for the next couple of levels. Now, let's try this used Liston knife. Not very expensive, tiny common part handle. Decreases stamina consumption or absorbs blood points when the weapon hits. More blood absorption. Okay, and that's as high as I could upgrade that one. Mr. Present says, play Borderlands after this. It's a cool game, and after 5 minutes, you'll like the graphics. And it has lore. I hear great things about Borderlands. People keep on coming to the program telling me to play it. Maybe I'll tackle it one of these days. Maciel says, I'm thinking of joining my local vampire club. Apparently, they're always looking for new blood. Thank you, Michael. Okay. Average resale value. Now, I've got tons of ferrous tartrate and glass vials, so let's just sell that. Average resale value. High resale value, so let's save that for selling. Good resale value. Low resale value. Now this will give me some clove essence. Let's get that, I guess. Average resale value. I see. If I were to take this down, that would give me some aluminum shards. And that gives me lead plate. Do I need lead plate for upgrading my weapons? No, I need aluminum power. Ooh, I need aluminum shards to pick one of these. Okay, which of these gave me aluminum shards? This one. Oh, no, I don't have enough. My guns have been just overall very disappointing. But I should probably upgrade them. Barker, ranged weapon, 54 damage, 45 damage. Alright, I can upgrade it. And I can upgrade this. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Decreases the reloading time. Oh, yeah. I mean, but that means I'm going to go through more ammunition if I'm shooting more. I need more common trigger parts for that. 25%. That's huge. Let's do that. Alright, so I need one more common trigger part. Do I have any common trigger parts that I can get from this? No. So I'm not going to worry about that. Now, so I've got nothing to analyze. These are the serums I can make. Light stamina serum. Light blood serum. I need watery brisk blood samples, of which I don't have, so I can't do that. I could make a number of treatments. I suppose I don't know what I'm going to bump into when I go. I should probably walk away with at least one of each, huh? Let's make one of each. This way I can cure at least once everything I stumble upon. Mr. President says, bought this game too, but no matter what, I can't fire the weapon. How do you do that? I'm sure it's obvious, but I can't figure it out. It's tricky. So you got to switch. So that there are 2 offhand weapons you can have and 2 main hand weapons you can have. It's a little tricky. So first we'll go to the offhand. These are the 2 we can have. Now you saw that I just upgraded a new offhand weapon. I'm going to take this out and switch it with the common Liston knife. This doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's great for blood absorption. So that is now equipped, I think. Yeah. Right? And then, in order to use it, I got to switch between the 2. So in the lower left-hand corner, you see that it's selected. So when I right-click... Oh, it's not letting me do it here.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
So right-click. Oh, I can't do it here. Anyway, you right-click to attack, and then if to switch weapons, press C. You see how it's switching between my surgical knife and my revolver? Or my Barker? And then for the other one, to switch main hand, it's Z. So C, Z. So I want my Dragon Bane. Let's switch to that. And then I want my surgical weapon. So let's switch to that. Actually, I probably want my Barker. So I can get a long-range shot off. Then I can switch to my surgical weapon for all of the blood draining and all of that. Milo says, might want to save up 1,000 experience for one of the next quests. For a better ending, you know. Also, no name butchering today. I was looking forward to it. No name butchering today? Well, I mean, I've been avoiding your last name for obvious reasons. Milos. Zdravkovic. Milos Zdravkovic. That's not bad. Milos Zdravs. You can see why I've been avoiding your last name. My apologies ahead of time. Replicator 5th says the guns are underwhelming, except the shotgun Milton sells. Let's just say the shotgun has saved me in more than one boss fight. I should probably save up for it. Yeah, wait, I probably have enough, don't I? I should probably go get the shotgun. Oh, but I've gone and upgraded the Barker.
I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation.
Good evening, Milt.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Okay, Milton's shotgun. 296 damage. 315. I can afford it. Yeah. All right, now,
It's safer here than anywhere else in the
Roger
East.
says you should head back to the docks where you started out in game to discover the people there. Yeah, I know I need to. I'm kind of wanting to do one district at a time. I don't know if that's wise, but I've pretty much saved the hospital district. I found everyone there. I'm almost done with Whitechapel. There's one guy I need to find, and there's an event. Let's go see what that event is, and let's see if we can find that other guy to give him the cure, and then we'll move on to Mary's funeral, okay? Well, I should probably make my next quest active. Wait, I don't have a quest for that, do I? Yeah. Oh, but then there's this side quest. Missing ingredient. Reach the pharmacy. Did I completely pass that up? Where's the pharmacy? Oh, it's in the docks. That's why I haven't done it yet. It's way down there in the docks. But I did all the other side quests. Oswald Thatcher, he's got a headache. Do I have treatment for headache? I think that's one of the ones I don't have. Yeah, I don't have that. So I can't cure him just yet. But I do have the treatment for cold. Cadigan Bates. Where is Cadigan Bates? He's the guy I found in that building. So where did he move to? Well, let's find out what the event is, and then we'll see if we can find Cadigan Bates. Cadigan Bates.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
I love the sound effects he makes. He's really getting into it. He's like, that guy is over the street from Nurse Crane's office, says Milos. Oh, thank you. Okay. So that's going to be if the church is there. Nurse Crane's office was over here. Over here. So then he would be right around there. Okay. All right, well, I need to make my way to the event then, I guess. And this is the wrong way. Wrong way.
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins.
Cheap price, good quality.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Maybe it's time to see if this Christina is still working nearby.
Cadigan Bates!
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadigan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Let's do a medical checkup.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
All right, well, now that he's cured and we saved him, let's talk to him.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What is your business, exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
Whoa! Cadigan is making money by renting squalid flats to the Whitechapel migrants. Cadigan has been attacked by vengeful skulls. Okay, so we unlocked a dialogue option. I bet you with that prostitute back in town. Tony J says, by the way, Oxhorn, congrats on reaching 1.37 million subscribers. Thank you, Tony J. It's a long process, but it's a rewarding process, and I'm just so grateful that each and every one of you comes every single week. Okay, we've got two options to be really disgusted by this guy. No, every single one of them. No, this one is okay. Okay, well, so what does he do? He's making people pay for rooms unless they're prostitutes in which they can pay him for sex. Well, okay, so what do we say to this guy to get the most out of him? There are necessary evils, we could probably say. And he'd probably agree. But you know what? You're a repellent individual.
You obviously place yourself above the misery of Whitechapel. But you are as repellent an individual as I have ever met.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
He seemed to take that in stride.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
You are despicable. I have no interest in money, or I don't want such a dubious associate. Wow, we've got no option to say, sure, I'm in. Again, we can say, you are despicable. I don't want such a dubious associate.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, it would be on my terms and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr. Bates.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamberer's shit.
Tell me, What's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
Welcome new member, William Neal. And welcome new member, Pens. Man, this guy really likes pens. He's a big fan of pens. What kind of pens? Ink pens, ballpoint pens, cartography pens. He's just a big pens fan. Well, this place is here for everybody, even those really obsessed with pens.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
You really must stop now. Even you don't deserve such a cruel fate. I wish I had only found you later. Maybe we can make him empathize?
I don't believe even you deserve such a cruel fate, though you have tested my patience beyond its limit.
Glad to hear. Nice to know there's another civilized individual in these parts. Not like those bloody savages.
What the heck is wrong with this guy? Decay in the UK says, "Hi Ox, I'm Josh. Love your vids and well done on subs." Thank you very much, Josh. You're in the right spot. Douglas Stilligard says, "Does that mean he's Pens Dive? Pens Dive? Lol. Pensive? I guess I don't understand that. Maybe I'm just not, my mind's not in the right spot."
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Jeez. Cadogan sees Dorothy Crane's dispensary as a fine thing since she keeps his tenants in good health. Wolf Dragon Tamer says, "For the wild language of this nutcase." Thank you, Wolf Dragon Tamer. And MeWee says, "I have a slight headache, but I think I'll still do my stream later this evening." Well, I hope you feel a lot better, and good luck on your stream later this evening.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Okay, I think we unlocked a dialogue option with the prostitute of town, and also we need to go check out the event that happened here and to the right. Let's see what that was. What was this? Oh, it's probably a dungeon I'll get into. Hold on, before I do that. No, it's down there. This is where the event happened, right? No, it's in the house behind me. This one? Or this one? Must be this house over here. Yeah, it's the dispensary. Douglas Delegard says, "Pens Civ, stupid autocorrect, the ones like pens. All right, he's pensive. Man, okay, I need to get back in the swing of things here. It's been a week since I've done any combat. I'm trying to remember how this works. Vladimir with a tip. Thank you, Vladimir. So I thought I had my gun out, but then I swung without getting... Let's try that again. All right, where did it put me? Oh, I got to go all the way down there.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
All right, this is the one maybe we unlocked something
Change
from.
your mind, Mr. Reed?
Tell me about it.
Are you...
I haven't... I always...
You're not...
What do you know about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
2 girls I know went to the dispensary yesterday. Nobody has seen them since. I worry about them. In case bad things happen.
Did I make the wrong decision by mesmerizing Nurse Crane?
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Well, let's try this.
Who distributes
Controls are really kind of... Still, I'm having a hard time getting used to the controls. Missing ingredients reach the pharmacy. That's not here, though. So right now I'm just exploring what became of this place after I made my decision previously. Douglas Delegard says, sadly, I made the same mistake with Nurse Crane. Well, I didn't realize that that was what was going to happen if we mesmerized her. So I kind of feel a bit cheated. But we didn't really know what was going to happen. Replicator 5th says mesmerize is the moral option with her, but it says in the bit of lore you can get in Swansea's office that mesmerize can cause permanent damage to victims that are resisting strongly. Oh. Sounds like there's more. Oh no. Holy cow! What the heck? Dorothy Crane! Really tough. Do I go back there to kill her? I don't know. Am I gonna have to fight through those smaller guys again? Alright, let me try one more time. Well, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect mesmerize
Please, I don't
to
have
turn her
your
into
money.
a skull.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
This district seems to get uglier every year.
All right, let's wait for my cooldown timer to come back for my one ability. I'm out of blood, though. I shouldn't have wasted it on these guys. Use your shotgun? Keeping stocked up on blood is going to be tough. All right, well, I'm a full on health. If I'm ever going to be able to do this, it's going to be now. we go. All right, it just took a second attempt. What? What was that? I killed her. How did I die? Was it like a poison effect? Was there like a big burst of explosion? Start spamming the shotguns, Ox. So I killed her. Does that mean she's dead, or do I have to kill her again? That was really weird.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
Thanks to all of the members of the chat who are concerned about the spam, but the mods have it under control. I don't have any more abilities than they have. They have been banning and kicking the trolls as they come in, but this is automated, you see, so it's not the same person. It's automated accounts that are getting past YouTube's spam filter, and it's really frustrating because I actually have slow chat on, so they shouldn't even be able to do what they're doing, which is spamming, dozens of comments all at once. I've got slow chat on, as you know, because you're chatting and you can't chat more than once every 60 seconds. So the fact that they're able to get past that, this is kind of a YouTube problem. So the mods are doing everything they can. They're already banning them as they crop up, but YouTube's got a bit of a problem with their chat system right now. All right, well, let's see if she's actually dead. Okay, well, I got through them, and it helps when I don't have to fight them all at once. Let's see if Dorothy Crane is dead. As a boss, I shouldn't have to kill her twice if it worked the first time. But, I mean, I did die right after killing her, so did it register as a kill? I don't hear her. It did. All right. So I got her. Oh, well, that's my first plague skull. I didn't even know plague skulls were a thing. Treatment for headache. Wow, medical voucher. A medical voucher printed in English and Romanian that grants a free medical exam. Okay. Vladimir says slow mode doesn't affect subscribers. They all sub to you to spam. Wow, that takes some dedication. Paying money to sub to me to use a spam bot. I'm impressed. Well, thank you, mods. You guys are working extra hard today. I really appreciate it. Okay, well, wait a minute. Now, if I've got a cure for headache, that means there's another guy here in Whitechapel I can cure. Oh, that's migraine. Did I get a cure for migraine, too? In that big fatigue, anemia, cold, bronchitis, sepsis, pneumonia, headache. No. So who's the guy with the headache that I could cure? Oswald Thatcher. He's back at Pembroke. Well, that's already healthy. Well, I feel really bad now. I think I've really hurt Whitechapel by removing the pillar of the society. We just killed her. Now there are two we healed this guy. There are 2 people we haven't discovered yet. Maybe they're sick too, in which case maybe I can heal them. But otherwise, we've cured everyone else, and yet it's still in serious condition. So I wonder, with Dorothy gone, will we be able to have it recover? I don't know. But with that mystery solved, let's now continue with the main quest and go watch the burial of our poor, poor sister. I wish there was fast travel. Can I fast travel? No, I guess I'm just going to have to run all the way back. All right, let's do it. Back we go. CB says, lol, be careful, Ox. Now that district is doomed. Did I just doom Whitechapel by killing Dorothy? I mean, she's just the pillar of society. I mean, how important is that? Emma says, no, sorry, Ox, it's screwed. Oh, great. Well, what should I have done? I should have allowed her to continue with her clandestine curing of people. Instead, I had her stop. Oh, that's because she was threatening the vampire. She was threatening my vampire.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Oh, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett.
Gosh. I get turned around so easily. It's so hard to navigate. Is it this way? No. It was that way. Oh no, it was that way. Right? Yes. Douglas says, sadly, it's doomed by the mesmerizing. Oh, gosh, dang it. Well, maybe I can save the other districts. You know, 4 of 5 districts in London is, you know, it's good enough, right? Who needs Whitechapel? But Milo says, don't worry, Ox, it's not completely doomed. Oh. Well, I'm getting conflicting commentary from the chat. I'll go ahead and believe the one that I like best, that it's not completely doomed. Okay, we're back at Pembroke Hospital. Let's see if we can find the guy who has the headache that we can cure. Although it's already healthy. Maybe we should save it for one of these other districts, just in case we find... Now, Whitechapel was the only serious one. The others are all stable. Let's save it for now. And we can always come back to it. Okay, left and then north. Brett Buzz says, I think that Choices represents the game so well, though. As a newborn vampire, you have no knowledge of the effects of your new powers on people. I mean, that's true. I mean, doing a blind playthrough like what I'm doing, it allows me to kind of get a better feel for to make decisions that the main character, would more likely make. Because I didn't know that mesmerize was going to affect Dorothy in the way that it did. I thought that I was just using my influence to cause her to stop blackmailing people. But no, it turns her into a skull. Well, now I know. And I won't make that mistake again. Replicator 5th says, I mesmerized her on my first playthrough and still got the best ending. Just don't embrace any citizens. Okay, I'll try not to embrace any citizens. Wolf Dragon Tamer with some scotch to the great mods. To the great mods, cheers to all of you. I don't have any scotch to cheer to, but here's coffee. All right. Oh, come on! I focused on that guy. Oh my gosh! This game targeting system is so bad. I'm clearly there killing the level 14 guy. Stick on one target, please. One target. Oh my gosh, just stop. I'm in the middle of melee combat, and the auto-targeting system is targeting a guy shooting at me with bows. Oh, there we go. Mr. President says you can turn off the auto-targeting options. You can? Well, maybe I'll try and figure that out. Gameplay. Auto lock-on! Let's turn that off. Sweet. I think that's what I want. Who's that? Oh, that's a big guard guy.
Bloody monster!
Whoa!
Beast!
Oh, I used a lot of blood to kill that guy. Doggone it. Maybe I can find some rats. All right. CB says, if you haven't gotten the news for that district, you will this time when you sleep. It'll tell you what you did to that district. Okay, so thank you, CB. So if I turn right here, it's gonna send me off in this direction, which I don't want to do. I need to go up across the bridge. All right. Looks like I can't go that way anyway. Man, I don't understand how that auto-lock thing would ever be useful in gameplay, because I'm in the middle of targeting one enemy, and it switches to the next guy that attacks me. And if I'm being attacked by a mob of people, I don't understand how that could be useful. All right, that goes down there. Oop, trash can. So, let's go across the bridge. You have to be closer to use the shotgun. Yeah, I'm getting that impression now. I've only got 2 shells left. Alright, we got through it. A little messy, but we got through it. Alright, the burial's 10 meters over this way, so let's check it out.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Widow distress. Save the isolated woman by defeating the Skulls. Okay, where is she? I'm working on it, but I've no... I had my keyboard bindings were messed up. I kept thinking that I had the bloodletter thing equipped, but it was the shotgun. And every time I tried to switch to it, I got attacked, which interrupted it. So, lots of fighting in the cemetery for your information, says Douglas. Yeah, I just saw that. Let's see what happens. Save the isolated woman. Wait. Whoop, I needed to go this way. Increase bite to refill blood during combat. Well, I've got Spring and Blood Spear. Now, let's see if we can find this poor lady. All right, I'm coming, lady, wherever you are.
Who are you? What
There
do
she
you
is.
want?
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Okay. Just don't get killed, please. It's a passive, says Milos. Well, now, why haven't I seen the ability to bite recently?
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder?
Oh, that's right.
This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Okay, I'm getting. What about my sister? Are we going to see her funeral? Yeah. And this is locked.
It's locked.
Where am I going to find the key for that? Okay, the blood trail goes out the window. Jeez, look at this blood trail. Holy cow. Can I go out the window? No. It only appears if the enemy is stunned. So am I robbing myself of an entire ability by using this bloodletter thing? Okay, Mary. Also, Samuel. There's the blood. Follow the blood trail, it said. Dazzled skull. Let's change this back to my Barker. Nope, nope. Whew, man, you weren't kidding. There's a lot of fighting in the cemetery. We'll get through it though. One skull at a time. All right, where does the blood trail go? Blinker skull up that way. Just down in there. Oh my gosh.
I fear. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Personal diary. 12th of October, Father Whitaker is so righteous, so full of compassion and love for the suffering ones. His words are all this city needs. Tonight I gave him all I have, my strength, my faith, my wealth. And if it's not enough, I know where to find more. Wait, is he robbing for the priest? What? 17th of October, Father Whitaker and I went to an abandoned house near St. Mary's Church. It was an awful and smelly place. Rats were disputing the rooms to the last remaining residents of the decrepit flats. Most of them are sick. Awful odors. On the last floor, Father Whitaker found an old man lying on a dirty mattress, coughing and spitting blood in a wooden bowl. Father Whitaker knelt before him and prayed a long time. The man seemed to feel better. Then we both helped him find the light. I cried then, and I cry now as I write these lines, for I've never seen a soul so relieved to be finally redeemed. Father Whitaker is a saint. If it's not presumptuous, nor a sinful expression of pride, I wish I'll be able to save as many souls as he does, for it's a real privilege to witness such miracles. Replicator 5th says, sorry if it's a repeat, have you played Dead Space? No, but I get that recommended to me a lot, and I even bought the game, but I can't get it to work on my PC. I've tried every video tutorial, every guide, but when I bought it on Steam, it just doesn't work. So I even tried GOG, the GOG system, and I couldn't get it to work either, but GOG worked for Fallout 2 when Steam didn't. So if I ever get it to work, if they ever come out with like a remastered version, maybe I'll tackle it, but I haven't played it yet. Milo says, I maxed a blood absorption weapon only for the last fight. Stun plus bite were my main weapons in every playthrough. I mean, that probably, I've been using it a lot. Maybe I should try it out. 19th of October, tonight we both went to the whorehouses bordering the canal. I must admit, I was very afraid to cross the path of Jezebels. Poor guy. But the buildings were abandoned for a long time. Whores and infections go together, explained Father Whitaker, but their customers quickly get scared when there's a mention of disease. In the last brothel, we found 2 sick women sleeping together in a sinful attitude under dirty blankets. The odor was awful. Once more, the smell of Satan and of the diseased, explained Father Whitaker, before kneeling and praying for these 2 lost souls. The women were so frail and sick they were not able to move when I threw the petrol on the blankets. Their souls are now cleansed and purified? What? They burned people? Holy cow. They burned a bunch of prostitutes who were too sick to fight back. Oh my gosh, this game just goes from one awful to another. The 21st of October, Father Whitaker is a saint again. I won't let anyone mock the holy man he is. He shall receive more help and support. But as all the true prophets, he is alone. He needs more from his followers. He needs love and proof of love. Tomorrow I shall go back to the cemetery and unearth more wealth for him. That's what he was doing. He was grave robbing. Oh, we got to talk to this guy. The dead have no need for the terrestrial goods, but we need to eat, Father Whitaker and I. The 27th of October, tonight for the first time, it was my turn to lead the round. I chose to return where we went 10 days ago to see if any more souls need to be freed. Father Whitaker approved my choice since the good man's work is never finished, and Satan never sleeps, he explained. He also said if I keep showing so much zeal, he may soon give me more important missions and tasks. I can't wait. 3 more souls have been cleansed from any corruption tonight. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, I dare to say we are on a path to greatness, I think he meant to say. Wow. So they were burning the sick and grave robbing. God. Holy Crusade investigation updated. All right, well, we've got more. Oh, he's up there. He's in a big building over there. Where does the blood trail lead? It leads down there and to the right. Who's this? That's another skull we killed. Laura says, remember you talked to the priest and he talked about cleansing with fire. Yeah, I thought he was meaning like burning down shanty towns. I mean, that's arson. That's awful. I didn't think he was literally covering sick people with petrol and setting them on fire. Holy cow.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
He's so disgusted. Milo says, go there, Ox. Yeah, up into this building. That's where I need to go. Blinker skull. Resistances. He resists long-ranged attacks. Okay. Well, then I won't bother. That worked. Okay, does the blood trail... It ends here, but it did go deeper. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that's outside. So it did lead into here. Man, I just came here to witness my sister's burial, but what have we gotten ourselves into? No Name says he just hasn't found a gourmet rat yet. That's what it is. He's been sampling unpalatable rats, rats of a lesser station. But no, he just needs the higher class rats, the gourmet rats. Oh. Am I missing a bunch of the graveyard by going through here first? Yeah, I'm leaving the graveyard, and I'm going down into here. Well, I'm already here. I suppose I can come back. Whitechapel. I'm back in Whitechapel. Hideout unlocked. Sweet. How much money do I have? I gotta say, I'm not terribly keen on the shotgun. I know that it does a lot of damage, but I guess it's for close range stuff. Also, I'm not terribly keen on the common Liston knife. I've been really enjoying the stake because it stuns. Ranker says, hey Ox, 2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff. Da-dum. Yep. Know that they do. Well, so what I'll do is I'll just switch this to the common steak, and then that's the Barker. So I need more ammunition. Let's see if I can upgrade my common steak. That's it. Guess I can't upgrade it more. So 2 doors here, but this one's locked.
I cannot enter.
And I don't want to sleep yet, even though I have points to spend, because I don't want the city to go down in terms of health quality before I heal more people. Well, I did heal those guys. I mean, hold on a second. Are there any other guys? I still haven't healed his migraine, but I healed him. So Whitechapel is mostly done. Well. How's the Super Stogie? Says no name. It's super. Yeah, I'm leaving this district. Well, this does bring me to a completely new section.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Upgrade the pre-win steak now, Ox. Oh.
This is despicable.
So the common steak can't be upgraded? That one consumes less stamina, though. I liked it better.
It's locked.
All right, well, I'll switch to the pre-win steak then. Okay, so we discovered a new part of town that we could only access through the cemetery. We killed some pre-win guards, and it looks like we're stuck in a big box here. See if we can navigate our way out and discover what has happened. Now, we came from there. No, we came from there. What's this? That's locked. Those are the guys we killed.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
So we need to go out here. This just leads back here. I've done a big circle. What? Oh, I see. So I was supposed to go to Mary's funeral first and come back this way, which leads to the docks. Oh, what's this? It's a dungeon. Well, okay, what's in here? Stonebridge. Ox, don't forget to analyze the sample. Right. Okay, I'll go back to the hideout after I find out what's in here. Is this just a dungeon or is it quest related? That's it. You got the jump on me, man.
This is despicable.
Okay, 2 paths. Up or down? Up or down? Well, is this locked? This may be locked, so I may be forced to go up. There's a path going up the other way. Alright, well, now I'm really curious as to what was up. Where does this go? Oh. Golly! I want to get back up there. Golly. Werewolf. Gosh, that was tough. Where's this taking me? Man, the level design is pretty interesting in this game. I have to
This is
say.
Braille.
Text and Braille.
I need
Yeah.
someone who can read this.
This is my second Braille piece of information that we have found.
I cannot enter.
The door requires a code, and I just found something in Braille. Okay, well, I guess the code will be in Braille. If I can find someone who reads it. Who would read Braille? Maybe a priest? Oh! No, she's not blind. She's just mute. Oh, maybe I just haven't met the person yet. All right, well, we explored up here. Let's hop down and explore down there. Wait, can I hop? Can I teleport over there? No. Oh, man. I actually almost died right there. A couple more over there. Let's see. Let me get in there. I can't avoid that? I was trying to use that opportunity to build more blood. I think I did build more blood, but I didn't expect that second guy to come and get me. Let's wait for my health to regen, and then we'll go tackle those other skulls. Yeah, he was hiding in here. Didn't expect him in here. Oh, 16. Fourteen. How do I avoid that? That leaping bite ability is hard to counter. Exterminate the rodents. No mercy, no excuse, no forgiveness. These are the simple rules all members of the club shall apply when dealing with skulls. Whenever you face one, exterminate it. Whenever you suspect a vampire of creating skulls, report him immediately to Fergal Bansha and myself. Skulls are a permanent threat to us, for these despicable creatures have no control of their appetite or their primitive instincts. The only case when a skull can be momentarily spared is as long as he can provide us really useful information for our projects. In any other cases, London must be cleansed of these disgusting rodents. From The Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave Founder. Wolf Dragon Tamer says, maybe use Pain Train on them? Well, maybe Pain Train would help, if I had it. Okay, then there's that level 16 blinker skull down there. That was surprisingly effective. Oh, this leads back out. Is this back out the same way I came in? Timo says, Ox, you can have Pain Train. You can have it all through the magic of editing.
Are you dead?
And his body fell in. Alright, no, it didn't bring me back to the same spot because there's this gate over here. So it's locked. It brought me to the other side of this gate. So you're telling me to get back through that way, I've got to go through the entire sewer again? Oh, man. Strife says, hey, Oxhorn, I just want to say that my girlfriend and I love your Fallout content. Also, have you thought about trying the Wasteland series? It's a lot like the original Fallout games. The Wasteland series looks amazing. I'd love to tackle it sometime. Right now I'm working on other games, but maybe someday. That's where I came from. That's now locked. Well, and I'm back towards the Pembroke Hospital district, which means to go to the funeral. Getting better. Getting better. Okay. I could hop up there. Ooh. Where does that go? That leads back towards where I came. Okay. So then what's up there? I haven't seen that. Oh, I didn't even notice this. When I came through here earlier. I need to look up more. Where is this taking me? Oh, to a completely other section that I haven't explored yet. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. I should really just go back to the graveyard to attend Mary's funeral. So I need to report to Father Whitaker in Whitechapel. Oh, I still have to do this one. That's oh, the quests are broken down by section. I see. So I still have a couple of quests there. I've only completed 2 here. Widow in Distress. What do I need to... I finished that one, right? Now that's what I'm currently on. So where do I need to go for that? I bet she's back at the graveyard. So I just went on a big wild goose chase.
Shouldn't you go back home, where you'll be safe?
Maybe later. But for now, I need to talk to my husband at the cemetery, Mr. Reed.
Okay, so that's why she's still here. Well, so it's a Whitechapel quest. Let's see if we can find her husband and clear the cemetery. Gosh, that guy for some reason was really tough. For the F-bomb, says Milos. Thank you, Milos. Well, I'm upset at the one guy for grave robbing, but here I am desecrating all these poor graves. Oh, jeez. Okay, do we go to the right, where we see more skulls, or do we go up? That's where the quest goes. Discreetly attend Mary's funeral. How is a funeral going on in a place filled with skulls? Man, this place is huge. How do I get to Mary's funeral? Okay. I feel like I'm going in circles now. Up here? Ah. Holy symbols and auricaculum. Auricalicum. If you ever face a vampire, never forget that they fear holy symbols as long as you have the faith. A cross, a Star of David, an olive branch even can prove useful to repel these creatures from the pit. But you will not harm them for good. If you really want to hurt them, only one solution exists. Forget about wooden stakes or silver bullets and find yourself the strongest weapon against vampires, auricalicum. Do you think it's a coincidence that auricalicum was common in Atlantis, according to the legend and ancient writings? And Atlantis was infested with vampires, and the place is now known as the Santorini Island. Really? Santorini Island was Atlantis, according to one theory? I'll personally pay 10,000 pounds to the man who can provide me some real auricalcium. Clarence Crossley. For more information, contact me directly. Miwi says, gonna start my stream probably soon. We'll watch the rest of your stream on VOD when it's processed. Promise, here's the money to make up for it. Well, thank you very much, Miwi, and good luck on your stream. Okay, so this was just a secret area with a collectible. So it's up here, but I feel like I just came from up here. Ooh, can I open this door? Nope. Actually, I don't recognize any of this, so maybe I didn't come from here. Boss fight area. This is what a boss fight area looks like. No? We're good? Okay.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, I can't go through there. I need to find a discreet spot.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
This is awful. This poor mother.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Can we do something to resurrect her? Maybe? Vampire powers! Alive! This poor guy. The first
Mary.
person.
What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was kindness incarnate. I feel like a hypocrite. It all sounds like a bad joke. She was kindness incarnate.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
Why is she so insistent that I live with what happened? It's not like there's an alternative. I'm learning every night. How can I? Tell me how.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Milo says, be careful what you wish for, Ox. It may come true. Oh, I thought this was a vampire game, not a zombie game. I'll follow your advice. I'm not a religious man. You may be right. She's got experience in this. I should probably follow her advice.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Reach St. Mary's Church. Oh, Mary. What have I done, Mary? Can I hop on the grave? No. All right. That poor mother. Okay, to St. Mary's Church we go. Timo says, bet she's as fake as her bad dye job. Ouch! Mocking a fake digital character for her dye job? Ooh, that's some rough gatekeeping there. Who knows? Maybe it's her real hair color. Some people have hair color like that, you know, bright red. I'm just here to knock over every tombstone, because that's the kind of rebel I am. Take that, tombstone. You deserve it. Okay, let's go to the church. This is a bad dye job. Oh, you guys. Okay. Who am I going to have to kill now? Any more skulls? Some rats. Ooh, tasty.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Hello. A strange formula. Hey! Is this the formula I need to unlock the migraine? An enigma formula needs to be analyzed. And a strange formula. I've got two formulas I haven't analyzed yet. Oh, what am I doing? No Name says, get some ice for that burn. All right, I got to find a workbench. And I need to upgrade my character. I've got like 3,000 experience to spend. Milo says, lore to the left. Lore. Oh. Wait, was that the one I got? There, Ox. The chat is a bit delayed from the gameplay. Did I get the lore? Yeah, Milos is happy. I think I got it. Oh, not even park benches are spared from my wrath. I just fell on it and it crumbled. What? I'm gonna fall on this. Oh, I can't. Die, bench! Okay. Now, what am I doing? Where am I now? Let's get rid of this marker. I keep putting these markers on the map accidentally, and I don't know how. Or don't know why. Alright, so I came through here. I'm now going back into this area, which I was going to explore by coming up through here. Oh. Reach St. Mary's Church. God. Everything is so expansive. Ooh, I'm full. What's this? Is this a safe house? Yeah! New hideout! Alright, it's been a while since I've upgraded my character. I should probably do something about that. But first, let's analyze a strange formula. Yeah! Headache, migraine, and neuralgia. I can finally go and fix the migraine guy. Josh Bunton, sees Tombstone. Ox smash! The Tombstone had it coming. Brisk blood sample. A small dose of brisk blood that can be used to create stamina serums for vampires. Analyze to view blueprints. Ooh, stamina serum. All right, I got 733. I can't upgrade this anymore, right? I can't. But I can upgrade this? Yeah, you were right. So I've been using the wrong stake. I need a tiny common handle part. Doggone it. Anything gonna give me a tiny common handle part? No. All right, let's finally sleep. Okay, I've been specking into bite, so I have to use the stick to make good use of it. The blood barrier is pretty cool. Coagulation, I haven't tried that yet. I should probably work on my character's stamina and health. Well, let's do the expensive stuff first. I'm not using the tactical stuff, but I am using these. I mean, I do kind of regret not specking into Abyss. That's pretty cool. I could reset everything, but it's... let's play through a bit more. I mean, I'm not using Blood Spear at all, so I could save points that I put into that. Spend 0 XP to reset skills. Will I get my XP back to respend? Save 1,000 experience, Ox, says Milos. Okay. If I reset all of my skills, do I get the experience back that I spent on everything? I'm really liking Shadow Mist. I use it a lot. Well, that took a lot. But I need to save 1,000. Milo says yes. So if I reset, I will lose all of the experience I've already spent. All right, well then I think I'll continue down the path I've already gone. Well, I want to upgrade Shadow Mist, but I need to save 1,000, so I'm not going to do that right now. Let's check out Autophagy. That's 1,300. Jeez. That's my only healing ability. What about this? That's blood capacity. That's bite. Let's see what I get from bite. I've already upgraded this, so that's 600. Increases the damage inflicted on bite. All right, let me choose one new big skill. Blood barrier is 1,300. That's just such a lot. All right, I use Autophagy. Let's upgrade that. That's 1,300. Leaves me with 400 left. I should probably increase my stamina, huh? All right, that leaves me with 1,135 left. I need to save 1,000, according to Milos. So let's do that. I'm not using tonics very much. Although I could increase my bullets. Well, let's just do this. More people are sick? Fatigue. 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 Neuralgia. Oh my God! She's dead. What? No! Oh no! Your actions have impacted the borough's economy. Holy cow. Fatigue. Fatigue. Oh my gosh, all these guys are fatigued. I didn't know that their health could go down. Gee whiz. That's a lot of people to cure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 fatigue. 1 neuralgia. I need 10 fatigue. One migraine. Oh. There we go. 1 migraine, 1 neuralgia. I gotta run around and cure all these people now. Okay, let's see if I got everything. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. I need 11 fatigue. And then headache. Do I have one for headache? There's migraine, neuralgia. Headache. I do have headache. So I need 1 more migraine. For fatigue. Gee whiz. All right. And I don't have the... Oh, I do. No, I don't have... I can't upgrade that. Okay. Well, we got our work cut out for us. Alejandro says, Oxhorn, if you reset your skills, all XP used is given back and you get brought down to level 1 because you use the XP and it gives you levels. Gotcha. Mega Glow says, when you reset experience, you will be refunded all spent experience immediately. You will also go back to level 1. Okay, well, maybe I'll try that for next time. Whoops. Where do I find myself? Back here. Well, I need to go back to Whitechapel to reach St. Mary's Church, and then I can start curing people. Okay.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Did he make me?
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Okay. Oh, what's going on down here? Big fight. Reverend Cain!
This man stunned me with his faith, his crucifix. This is not good news.
I actually didn't give him a chance to stun me with his crucifix. Oh!
Die!
Okay, convince Hiseo Shun to go back to Whitechapel. Does that mean I need to go back to the graveyard? Is that where she's at? That's right, she was waiting for her husband.
Morbidity can breathe its own beauty.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Let's cure him.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Alright, did we unlock anything else? No. Oh.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
Okay, that's
I'll
it.
leave you alone, sir.
One down, like 24 left. She's healthy. Does she have anything to say, at least?
Hello again, miss.
Here we go.
Tell me, Camellia, how are things now the dispensary is closed? Very well. Goodbye, then.
Alright, so we need to go to the church for the quest.
Some of us come to this world already touched by grace.
And Clayton is healthy. Alright, let's go to the church. And then we'll move through Whitechapel, healing as we go.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
I guess I can't tell him.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Well, a good vicar who genuinely believes what he's living will keep this confession a secret, because confession is sacrosanct. They can't tell it to anyone, not a bishop, not family, or anything, so we'll risk it.
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
Oh, of the utmost importance, he says. I promise to find those responsible. I swear it wasn't me. Please forgive me. Let's ask for forgiveness.
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Was that a big thing? Did a big thing just happen? Meet Swansea at the hospital. I hear the voices. Well, I do feel better.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Okay. All right, let's go find people and heal them. Clayton, he's healthy. Maybe a new dialogue.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you any news of...
It appears the dispensary is now a major source of contagion in Whitechapel. Someone should do something about it, but no one cares.
Still 3 hints to unlock
Mr.
with
Darby.
him.
Farewell.
It's the priest guy. Time for a confrontation.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
First, let's heal him.
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
Here you go.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
Achievement unlocked, Hippocratic Oath. I found your disciple.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Have you recent news?
If you propagate the devil's work, you'll perish by the devil's work. Such is the law of the Lord.
Lore, such is the lore of the Lord.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences.
We got this one already, didn't we?
And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers,
Yeah,
aren't
we already
you?
went through this.
Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I did facts last time. I'm listening.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting
It goes
the
back
flesh
into the same
and the heart
balance
of
tree.
men. With my own eyes, I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
I have heard enough. Goodbye.
That was short. Okay, let's see. These guys, fatigue. Knock out 2 of them here.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
Tough luck.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Have you recent...
I saw her wandering the streets. Yesterday, I think. She didn't recognize me. People say she's lost it. It's a sad story.
My fault. Sorry. Okay, so there's one more hint we need to unlock with him.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus,
I like this
do
guy.
you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Okay, well, let's see what he has to trade.
Right then. Show me what you have.
He wants to make a buck so quickly, or so much. Let's see. Small common trigger part. 35. These are expensive. I think I'll keep my money. All right, now, what about his son?
I should never have taken up my father's business.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Oh, he's healthy. Because he stays inside. All right. Now, who's left? Neuralgia.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to
Good
all
evening,
your
Benjamin.
problems.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
Oh, I can give him a letter. Albert Palmer, Benjamin Palmer. 1 second. Before I give him the letter, I want to find out the other option.
Have you any news?
Not recently.
A gun?
Okay, so there was a side quest here. Choose what to do with the recruiter's note. Give it to Albert Palmer or give it to Benjamin Palmer. Which was the recruiter's note again? Let's see. A short note about the acceptance of Albert as a gang member. Concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one Albie. He's as stupid as a stool, but tough. I asked him to prove it to me he could get some drugs for the black market and deliver quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy, and he must not meet the bosses to get his orders. So, do we give it to Albert or his brother? Let's give it to his brother.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Good evening, Ben.
I'm afraid.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Swansboro Cordial.
When science fails you,
New hint available, Loretta.
elixir will give you faith again.
And Mason. Have I met Mason? Mason. He's sick, but unknown. All right, how am I doing? Okay, I've cured everyone but Mason. I need to go convince her to leave the cemetery, and then that's everyone in Whitechapel. Where do I find Mason?
A gun, alcohol.
Did we unlock something with her? No, I think it might have been the prostitute.
Good evening, my dear.
You look ill, Miss Swan.
I'm perfect.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
A placebo may have an effect. Your true purpose is not to help. You're a hypocrite. I mean, she's making money off of it.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor for your snake oil.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doctor. If it were free, they wouldn't believe in it.
But what we're giving them is free, and it actually helps.
Have you any new...
It seems her dispensary isn't so busy nowadays. Good thing for the Swanborough cordial.
I'd like to see what kind...
Nothing of use. Okay, so we gotta find this one guy. And I have no idea where he would be. This one sick guy is in Whitechapel somewhere. We haven't met him yet. Mason. Unknown. Where would we find Mason? He's the only guy I have yet to cure. And he's really sick. He's got 2 sicknesses.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
It's good his father's talking with his son. Did we unlock anything by not giving the note to him?
Have you heard anything?
Never heard of her.
Nope.
Goodbye, young man.
And he is healthy. Devastator says Oxhorn Mason is in a house, Whitechapel Church, and the cemetery. Next to the graveyard. Oh, thank you, everybody.
This elixir will give you faith again.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for it.
Next to the church and the cemetery. All right, so there's the church. Snack time.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It's Darius again. Directly up from the safe house. There's the safe house. So up here.
One way or another, please, Joe.
Well, there is no protection against...
Oh, I unlocked new dialogue with her.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your...
No, I didn't. Thought I did.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of your...
The other one? Did I go the wrong way? Oh, tracking these guys. It's really tedious. Well, the only other road between the church and the cemetery that I haven't been to is...
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Up here.
This city is doomed.
Safe house next to the cemetery where you slept last night, directly up from that one. This one? Oh. Oh, okay. That's quite a ways away. So I need to go towards the graveyard, and that's also where I'll find the widow.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle.
Yes, says Milos. Okay, thank you.
Most of them don't speak English.
Okay, that's the safe house, so directly up from that. So we're talking like right around in there somewhere.
Please, sir. Can't let you through.
Okay. There's the safe house. So, up here? Yeah. Quarantine. Almost! Ah! Is little Rara healthy, says Wolf Dragon Tamer? Well, we saved her from the Grafton Steelworks, so I think so. That was a lot of them. And we got to go up through there again.
Eat this! Watch yourselves! There's one of them! Snuff it, leech!
Okay. Try this again. Steve Stevenson with a tip. Thank you, Steve. Okay. So then up and north. Whoa! Jeez. I think that's all of them, though. Thank God. Wow, what an effort to find this one guy to cure. Okay, so his house is in here somewhere? There it is.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
Oh, come on. Really? After all of that? Mesmerized level 3?
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
How do I increase my mesmerize? Mesmerize level 2. Well, lame.
Bad things recently. I'm almost glad I haven't.
Okay, well,
I've heard so many.
I guess we go back to the cemetery to try and get what's her name to leave. Main quests upgraded, says Milos. Okay. So, I gotta come back. Let's go to the cemetery. Let's find what's her name. Okay, what's this now? That's a thing. Hello?
Father?
What is this?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
What? Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron
I've had
spur.
enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Alejandro says Oxhorn...
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Alejandro says Oxhorn, the Sean Hampton situation will give you mesmerized level 3. Okay, which one was the Sean Hampton situation? That was... This is the only side quest I have left to complete in here besides this guy, Mason. Sean Hampton? Well, I still need to complete that. Who is Sean Hampton? I may not have met him yet. Yep, I must not have met him yet. Okay. Oh! This guy! Oh. So I guess I have to continue with the primary plot to get a new quest from him. Okay, well, let's go find the widow. Looking for her brother. Then let's go back to Pembroke, heal everybody there. We'll go to the docks, heal everybody there. Finish the side quest in Pembroke, and then continue with the main plot. Okay, lady, go back to Whitechapel.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
We all grieve in our own way. It's worse when you're alone. Sadness can be a terrible trap. We do all grieve in our own way. There is something to be said for solitude and sadness. Yet, sadness is also a terrible trap. You can kind of spiral down into depression.
Sadness can be a terrible trap. It can entangle you and weaken your heart if you let it control your thoughts.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me. even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshu.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Poor woman. Well, how do we convince her to go back? Oh.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
Sorry if I vexed you.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right.
After all that.
Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Have you
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Okay.
Goodbye for now.
So many new graves. Why do I still feel so disconnected from the others then?
Okay, Swansea. Now, finally getting these done. What's the fastest way? Through these houses, I guess. Oh, but then I'm gonna have to go through the tunnels. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'll just go south. South to get back here, then we can cure everybody in Pembroke and move to the docks to cure the people in the docks. Douglas Delegard says, bad internet connection, but I'm back. No worries, my friend. Thanks for coming back. Okay. There's another one up there, but maybe I can bypass him by continuing down here. Yes. And then up and then down. Right? No. Yes.
It's a leech! Kill it! He's so fucking fast!
Okay. Oh, wrong way. Alright, well the gun is really cool because it allows me to still stun people, which allows me to use my bite ability. Okay. Alright, I'm on my way. Almost there. Okay, who needs curing? Oh, wait. Whoops. Didn't mean to go in here. This is the right one. What?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What happened here?
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Oh my gosh. Sean Hampton?
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Do you require medical...
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Well, the plot thickens. Holy cow, Sean Hampton.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain.
Good
Here
evening, Miss
again.
Elwood.
I need blood.
I'll leave you.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
So this is where Sean killed Mrs. Jones. I wonder if there are any clues. Look at this. Oh. Sappho. Douglas Delegard says, I was the one that kept suggesting this game. Looks like you're enjoying it. Can you see why I suggested? Yeah, I'm having a good time with it. Is that Mrs. Jones?
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
Are we then condemned to lie to those we love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accepted.
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones. But mourning in the shadows, deprived of sharing one's grief.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend, and so we are outcasts.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Well, no clues to be found at the body. There's another... Maybe Pippa had something to say. She was in here, wasn't she?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still...
Do you need any medical...
I'm afraid I do.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
Goodbye, Milton.
Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Nothing.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, there's usually a guy... Yeah. Oh, but he's okay. Wait, I wonder if we can talk with him about trying to recruit the son we met in Whitechapel.
Hey, Doc.
Nope.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Okay, so who do we have left? He's fine. Ah, Beatrice, Harvey, Waverly. Oh, and this guy out there, he is over here. Isn't he? Isn't there like a morgue over here or something? Yeah, in here.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
All right. Oh, more questions. Okay.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Some of us.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
So many riddles.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Lucky.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Well, let's see what he's got.
Please show me what you have to sell. Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Yep, not that much.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive.
It's
and then
locked, all right.
sadly depart. I'm managing a train terminal.
Okay. Now. Here we go.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Douglas Delegard says down by the dock, by Cox, is another. Ah. Thank you.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
This big cigar, when it gets down to the nub like this, it burns really hot. Ooh. But I'm getting through it.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl.
And then there was
Treats me like
one
a
in
fool.
here.
Never could keep anything from her.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Okay.
As for me...
I need to find Aykroyd and this guy. This is the guy down by the docks. Aykroyd's usually in here. There he is.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Jeez. Even when accepting medicine, this guy is cantankerous.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Okay. Down by the docks.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Okay.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Right.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
Soldier's guilt. It was your childhood. You got buried.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
Whoops. It failed. Oh no, what have I done? Crap. Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Oh, I should have gone through this dialogue tree first.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
See, had I known this...
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
And I can't do it again.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Oh, well. But with that, I believe we've healed everyone. Everyone here is recovering. Except him. He's the only one, and that's because I don't have Mesmerize level 3. But I need to finish figuring out this whole Sean thing. But I don't have a quest for that, do I? I do have this side quest to go get missing ingredients, and then I've got the primary quest, which brings me back here. And this is where I'm at, so I might as well go check in.
Without the bombs, but no less dangerous.
With Swansea. Oh, he's in the middle of a conversation. Who's he talking to?
You are a coward blinded by fear. You've embraced the path of a warmonger.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Ooh, it's hot.
By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Well, let's see exactly what happened.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Confidence must be restored. No one will notice a few more bodies. Do you fear your reputation? I don't think he cares about his reputation. Otherwise, he wouldn't be consorting with vampires.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
I'll help.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
They will not attack. I'll protect you all. They're not far from wrong. I mean, they're not far wrong.
Well, they are not far wrong. The hospital is almost crawling with vampires.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
The sad saint of the East End. Put an end to Sean Hampton's savagery. I interrupted an argument in Edgar Swansea's office after I came back from my sister's funeral. A man was there, Jeff McCullum, leader of the Guard of Prewen. He presently suspects the Pembroke Hospital of vampire activities. He immediately recognized me for what I truly am, a vampire, but he was not here for me. Sean Hampton, the man I saved from William Bishop's appetite, has turned into a skull and escaped the hospital after killing another patient. As the current administrator, Dr. Swansea fears for the sanctity of his hospital. Since I was the one who let in the murderer in, Sean Hampton, in the hospital, I will retrieve him and restore the Pembroke's reputation. I must act quickly if I want to protect any mortal who may cross Sean Hampton's path to the East End docks. Okay, I'm really scared to rest because there's still one guy I haven't cured yet. But in order to cure him, I have to finish this Sean Hampton quest, which I think is going to be pretty long. And I know that I don't have time for it. I do have about 30 minutes left, but I had a late start, and I've got some work to do for a lore video. So I'm going to end it here. We finished a number of primary quests. It's a good place to stop right before taking on another main quest. So we'll pick up next week right here where we leave off with Vampyr. Having a lot of fun with this game. Not the kind of game I typically play, but I'm really getting into all of the detective work, healing all of these people, making sure that London is restored and survives this awful plague. We'll unlock more of our character's history and find out exactly what happened to him and who this strange horned guy is, who apparently is the guy who turned him, as we continue with Vampyr in later episodes. This week, lots of great stuff. Scotch and smoke rings for Thursday. We'll continue with Observation, which is a weird game, but a lot of fun. So if you didn't catch my live stream on Thursday where we started Observation, go catch up on that now so that you're all caught up in time for Thursday. Then for Friday, we'll continue with Red Dead Redemption 2. We're in the epilogue now. I think we've got a few more quests to do in the epilogue and then a bunch of side content to do. So lots more Red Dead coming up. And then for the weekend, more lore videos continuing with Sophia Daguerre's story. We've explored a number of interesting locations, but I think we're going to pick up the pace a bit with her story to conclude it so we can get to the main plot of Wastelanders. Again, thank you all for coming today. I know it's a trying time for everybody, what with the pandemic and now the protests and riots going on. But keep up the faith, everybody. Faith in your fellow man and in the goodness of humanity. And I will see you all here for more live streams and more lore videos. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.